Was trading away Devaughn Vele a poor decision in hindsight? This is your Denver Sports Daily for August 28th.
The biggest stories, the latest news. It's Denver Sports Daily.
Last week, the Broncos traded away Devaughn Vele to the Saints for a 2026 fourth rounder and a 2027 seventh rounder. And I said last week when this trade happened, I couldn't really make a judgment call on if this was good or bad. It was a fair trade. Overall, I think I can say it was a fair trade. But when you're trading away a young player, and I say young player because he's entering his second year in the league. Of course, we know he's 28 years old, so he's a bit older, but he is still young when it comes to his NFL experience. And you're trading away a young player for future picks. You can't really see how that will turn out. You don't know if Devaughn Vele is going to go out there and become one of the best wide receivers in the league. You don't know if one of those picks that the Broncos got is going to turn into one of the best players in the league. And of course, those are the extreme ends of the scenario, but you can't really make a decision on whether or not it was a fair, good, or bad pick or trade. But you can see how it may affect the Broncos right away. And we may have already seen how this will come back to bite the Broncos in the butt, as Marvin Mims left practice early yesterday with a groin injury. Now, our own here at Denver Sports, Andrew Mason, reported that Mims was, quote, evaluated for a groin injury, not considered serious, end quote. So that's good news. Marvin Mims looks like he will be healthy to start the season. And while the running back room looks like it'll be healthy, it should entirely be healthy, this is scary news. And it is. Instead of your third best receiver last season, Devaughn Vele, coming in to fill in for Marvin Mims, it will either have to be Troy Franklin, and then you'll have to, decide is Pat Bryant going to fill in. So you got those two guys coming in to fill the spot anyways. Troy Franklin is going to have to come in and fill that spot anyways. But then say you go down a receiver in the regular season, now you're relying heavily on the rookie Pat Bryant. So you're going to be down a man in the wide receiver room. You're starting, a rookie's playing. Troy Franklin's going to be out there. Pat Bryant, the rookie, will get playing time. He'll get catches. He'll be out on the field. Of course, Sean Payton has trust in him. I mean, he's made that very, very apparent. But now you're putting a lot of trust into Pat Bryant because, say, in the future, Marvin Mims suffers a real injury. Troy Franklin suffers a real injury. One of those guys suffers a real injury that keeps them sidelined for a couple weeks. Now you don't have Devaughn Vele who can come in and pick up that slack like he was able to do last season. I mean, he only played 3 quarters of the year, and he was able to match stats basically with Marvin Mims. He arguably had better stats than Marvin Mims. Now, the value the Broncos received for Vele was undeniable, but going into this season without the third best receiver on the roster last year has a little bit more pressure on it after news like this, and that's just how it is. You got more pressure. You saw a slight injury happen. What happens when it's the real deal? How do the Broncos react? So maybe they acted a bit hastily, but again, you get a 4th and a 7th round pick offered for a former 7th rounder that only has 1 year of experience. It's good value. It's good value. We'll just have to see how it ends up turning out for the Broncos. Now, moving on, an NFL legend stopped by Boulder to speak with the Buffs before their season opener tomorrow. Coach Prime never fails when it comes to bringing in former NFL legends, any legend, matter of fact, to CU. He will bring in and he will get those cameras rolling, and he's done it again. Hall of Famer Randy Moss stopped by CU yesterday to speak with the players and hype them up before their season opener tomorrow. Watch this video.
I love him to life because he's there. I'm talking about there. So with no further ado, I want him to get up and just share whatever he wants to share with you guys for a moment of time. Randy Moss.
Am I my brother's keeper? That's what I took from that. Give you a brief story. I told him this story. When I was young, I had an older brother that played the game of football before me, so that's where I got it from. My brother passed away right after I was elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2018. My brother passed in 2019. All right, so my emotions has been everywhere. But the one thing that, when Coach Prime called me, it's one thing I couldn't get out my mind. Am I my brother's keeper? I love what you're doing around here, Coach, because this is what I stand for. There's a reason I told Coach I wanted to come and see this team. There is a reason. All this professional football talent around here, hey guys, y'all might not know it, and I know you heard it. This is a professional setting. From the meals, the coaches, the preparation, everything they do. So if you're asking me, why am I here? I just want to see the attention to detail. I just want to see what's coming out that tunnel Friday. That's why I'm here. I'm here for the love of my brother, but at the same time, I love this game. So I'm going to leave y'all with this. I see believe on your shirts, right? I don't care who they come and put y'all in front of, right? Y'all got to believe if you prepared, you're going to go ahead and take it home, man. Friday night, 6 o'clock. Y'all ready to go?
Yes, sir.
I can't wait to see it, man. God bless you. Thank you, Coach.
All right, how can you not get a little bit excited? I mean, it's Randy Moss. I maybe call me a little bit biased. I grew up in Minnesota, the best wide receiver of all time. I don't care what any of you guys say. There's no fighting me on that one. He's coming by, stopping by, that locker room or that video film room and letting them know, hey, we got a game on Friday. The attention to detail is there. He's looking at, he sees it. And you can see it in just how excited he is to be there. He's wearing the black and gold, really getting them riled up. I love that so much. And Deion Sanders just goes out there and he brings in these talented ex-players to go in and just talk to these guys. And, he was saying it. There's NFL talent in that room. You just got to go out there and play. You got to go out there and have that attention to detail. And it's a great, great way to get them excited to start the season. CU's first game is tomorrow against Georgia Tech at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. I cannot wait to watch that game. I'm going to be tuned in to my TV. I will not be able to turn away at all. But moving on, Travis Hunter, congratulations, is now a father. I really have no idea where this came from, but the reigning Heisman, we know was selected to the Jacksonville Jaguars second overall in this year's draft, is now welcoming a baby boy to his family. Hunter and his wife, Liana, revealed that they had welcomed a son in a recent YouTube video titled Dear Son. They had both kept the pregnancy a secret throughout their offseason and throughout the beginning of the offseason. Something said way back until February, there were hints of this. And in the YouTube video, they showed a home video recording of the pregnancy process featuring the entirety of the process from the pregnancy test to the actual birth. It showed everything. It was great. And during the video, Liana asked Hunter, and this was my favorite part, if he had a message for the baby. And Hunter responded, "Got to be better than me. Got to be better than me." I mean, come on. You're getting raised by one of the best Heisman, one of the most historical Heisman that at least in recent history. And of course, it's as recent as it gets because he won last season. But wow, I mean, this kid's going to be great. And I couldn't imagine a better year for any person, from being drafted second overall to having a newborn son. It's really just amazing. So congratulations to the Hunter family. A really big announcement there. But that'll do it for your Denver Sports Daily. I'll be back with you guys again tomorrow. We have a huge CU Buffs game tomorrow, the first game of the season, taking on Georgia Tech. I cannot wait. I am actually so excited to watch this game. I really want to see how Payton Salter does. Is he going to be able to live up to the hype? Is he going to be able to perform at the same level he did when he played at Liberty? I really hope so. But I will see you guys all tomorrow. Until then, y'all have a great rest of your day. Bye, y'all.